Hello, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive. Welcome to another weekly oracle reading for the week of November 30th. Peeps, we've got one more month to go before we've got 2021, and let's hope it is so much better than 2020. Let's call in all the archangels, ascended masters, highest guides, light beings, creature teachers, elementals, loved ones in spirit. Come on into this space to give us all the clarity and guidance that we need to have the most successful week that we possibly can. Like in that intention setting today. So I am using today the Tarot of Dreams, Ciro Marchetti, and let's see what the guidance is that comes through. Love this deck. Oh my goodness, this is the second time this month we get the Death card. And again, this isn't dun dun dun, even though this particular rendition of it looks pretty scary, but it's really not. Let me interpret it for you. Death is all about transformation, and I am really feeling strongly that this week we are heading into a new transformative area. I don't remember if it was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago that we got the Death card again, but I'm feeling like this is a continuation of that. It's sort of clearing out anything else that is sort of residual, that's kind of hanging on and clinging to the sides. It's clearing it all away because it is time for us to rise out of the ashes and to be born anew. What I'm seeing in this card in particular, I always think this looks like Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. And I don't know if that was intentional or what that is, but it always reminds me of him for some reason. Just a little aside. What I'm really drawn to here in the card, first of all, is a lot of the purple that's coming in. So I'm feeling very much that it's about the death of an old vision and an old version of self that has to go in order for you to be able to get where it is that you're trying to get to. I'm also feeling that I'm hearing 50% of us are really going to be surprised at what we choose to release in order to get to that new vision. And it feels like a lot of us are going based on an old vision, or the idea of what we thought we were really going to enjoy, or we thought that was what was going to bring us the most joy. And all of a sudden, there's sort of the wild horse card that comes in. The Joker card pops up, the wild card, and says, hey, here's another option. Have you even considered this before? Have you thought about this before? And you kind of look at it and go, oh my God, no, I haven't thought about that before. And wow, that might be amazing. What do I need to do to shift directions, to shift gears, and to move in that direction? So 50% of us, I feel, are going to be presented with that opportunity of, hey, I might be able to do something a little bit differently. The other 50% of us, I'm feeling like it's getting rid of that residual, anything that hasn't been already purified or already disposed of, dissolved, dealt with, acknowledged, and you're going to be releasing that. Also, I'm really drawn to the snake, and the snake, a couple of things about the snake. The snake also represents transformation, because you think about a snake, it sheds its skin, and it brings in a new skin. It's a new version of itself. The snake also represents knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge. So I'm feeling like this week, the transformation that is presented to us is all about bringing us to a higher level of knowledge and awareness and understanding. I do feel that it is higher learning, and by higher learning, I don't necessarily mean, although it can apply to universities, colleges, higher education, but what I'm feeling is it's the higher learning, it's the higher energy, the higher frequency learning that we're all going to be subjected to. That's not the right phrase, because that implies that it's out of our control. It's not, and it's not unpleasant. I feel like it's more like we're being washed in it, bathed in the frequency, bathed in this higher knowledge and higher learning. This is going to come through on a psychic level for all of us. And those of you who are watching who say, I'm into all this, but I don't know if I have psychic abilities. I know other people do, but I'm not really sure. You have psychic abilities as well. You have intuition. At the very least, you have intuition. So you are going to be seeing, feeling, hearing sensing, knowing certain things coming through your world. And you're not going to necessarily be able to explain it, but it's going to resonate. It's going to feel like truth. That is that higher learning that is happening. Be open to it. Don't push it away. Don't put it in the closet for later. Just allow it to present itself. Allow it to show what it wants to show you, because I'm feeling like it's all about downloads. It's all about receiving information that you're going to be able to apply later on. Again, absorbing that wisdom and knowledge, higher learning, higher wisdom. Also, it's a very highly intuitive week for all of us. I feel very much that if you can make a concerted effort to remove yourself from the logical, rational, and step fully into that connection to source. What is source telling me? What is my guidance? Where am I feeling called to? In spite of any concerns or fears, or that doesn't even make sense, follow it. See where it leads, see where it takes you. I feel like it's taking you to that higher level of knowing. That's what it's all about for us this week. A very spiritual or energetic week this week. I feel like that's what that's what it is touching upon in our lives. It's not so much about the 3D. It's not so much about the career and the home life and family and relationships. It's about that spiritual relationship with self, that energetic relationship with self. All right, so the oracle reading, or the oracle deck that I chose this week, is the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And these are really cool. They're very hoobity-floo. So, sometimes they talk about other races, cultures, planets, things like that, but it always has a really positive message. So let's see what we have. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Wow. Loving this card. I feel like this card is almost separate from this. I mean, it's tied together because it is about that spiritual evolution that you're on, but I'm feeling like this is a separate message for all of us, is recognizing that it's not time, absolutely not time to be hibernating, to be isolating, to be going within. And I know it's kind of a challenge because we are still, in lockdown, doing, COVID quarantine, that kind of thing, but we've all adjusted to this point that we know we can still connect with friends, connect with family members. A lot of us have our own YouTube channels, or we connect on social media. So this isn't about staying silent, being quiet, being the wallflower, or sitting in the corner. This is about saying, hey, I'm awesome. I freaking rock. And I have something to contribute to the world. I'm going to contribute it. I don't care whether the whole world likes it or not, but maybe 2 or 3 people in the world like it. Maybe 1 person likes it. Maybe I like it, and I just want it to be out there. I'm going to put that out there. I'm not going to allow others' judgments or opinions of me or of others, and that fear that, oh, what would they say about me, stop me. I'm going to step into my own power. I'm going to ignite my own light. We all have that lighthouse beam within us, and some of us keep it under wraps. Now is not the time to do that. You want to shine your light, and you want to be loud and proud about it. Now, I don't mean, everybody's got to, blah, 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 blah. I always say, it's never the message, it's always the delivery. So pay attention to the delivery, but don't allow others' fears and others' judgments to keep you small. I think earlier this month we talked about inspiration and making sure that you are, sharing those inspired thoughts and those inspired dreams with people who are going to be supportive of it. It's the same kind of thing here. Not everybody's gonna, like the cut of your jib, so to speak, but they don't have to. The ones that connect with you are going to connect with you, and they're gonna love all of you. They're gonna love it all. So don't dim your light because of other people. Don't allow other people to influence who you are. You make that choice. You make that call. Shine that light as brightly as you possibly can. I'm also drawn to, there's a lot of pink in this card. And pink is all about the heart chakra, 1/2 of the heart chakra, the unconditional love, self-care. Again, it's all about the self. spiritual journey, spiritual evolution, personal journey within, and the self-love and self-care required, and the self-compassion required to bring that empowered part of you out, allowing it to see the light of day, allowing it to get some fresh air. All right, let's pull a feather. Oh, I love it. Creativity. So again, I'm feeling like they all tie in, but they're all separate messages. This is a separate message that I feel that creativity is really important for you to explore this week. I'm feeling each and every one of us needs to do something creative, whether that's coloring in a coloring book, pulling out the paints, taking a class online that is enhancing your creativity. I feel like it's based on more traditional creative efforts, traditional creative endeavors, making some jewelry, sewing something, redecorating a room, painting a room. So it's all about creativity, and I feel like it's important that we all tap into that this month, this week, because it's going to open that flow, that sense of flow. And I'm hearing that we're really going to need it. December feels like a really big month, and I feel like we're really going to need a way to allow our ocean of emotion to flow. And even though this is sort of a red, I'm going to call it orange today. It's connected to the sacral chakra, which is our sensuality, sexuality, creative expression, and flow, and it's the ocean of our emotion. That's what this is feeling like. We're going to need a creative outlet because there's going to be a lot of energy coming through, and when you do get that surge of energy, you've got to have a place to put it. You've got to have a place to focus it. So everybody needs to come up with a creative project this week that they're going to be able to work on throughout the month of December. Interesting message. All right, guys, that's our message for the week. As usual, you know what to do with the YouTube. If you like it, click the bell, subscribe, like, share and share alike. Would really appreciate that. Also, I have my Facebook page, The Black Feather Intuitive. I do a show called Winged Wednesday every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I give away free readings, and I tap into the Archangel energy to do so. So please feel free to come and join me if you like what you see here. There's more of that, and it's live and interactive. I also have an Instagram, The Black Feather Intuitive. And what else did I forget? My website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com. If you're looking to book a service, now would be a great time. I've got the most amazing service that is just about to start. It's called Your Year in Preview. It's a huge hit. I've been doing it for 4 Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. You'd think it was Mercury retrograde or something, but it is not. Anyway, Your Year in Preview. It's an amazing service. It's an hour long, and I take tarot cards or I take oracle cards, depends on what I'm in the mood for or what you're in the mood for, and I choose a card for each month of the year ahead, and I tell you what you are to expect during that month. And it's a hugely, wildly popular service. Like I said, I've been doing it for 4 years now, and people are always talking about it throughout the year. So if you want to check that out, it's only $100. It's a steal of a deal. I'm also offering a special, if you buy with a friend or you invite a friend along, you get a little special something with that. So check out my website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com, and look at the Your Year in Preview. It's a limited time only. I only do it in December and January. So get in while the getting is good. Again, it's popular, it books up fast. So check it out if you want to. Would love to see you there. Hope you guys have the most amazing week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.